Good morning. Welcome to Faith Today. I would like to speak to you today about taking new territory. And of course, in taking new territory, the first and most important thing you need is faith. So what kind of faith do we need for this? I need to tell you a story first. I recently, a little while ago, on television, saw something that gripped my attention. I saw a silver-haired gogo step onto a platform to receive her matric certificate. I think she must have been in her 80s. Man, something happened in my heart. It was like an inspiration that stood up in me. And I thought, if this dear old lady, this gogo, can still take new territory, then Francois, you can also move forward. You can also step into new things. It so inspired me. And then I realized faith plays the most important role in taking new territory. And so I want to encourage you today to know that it is personal faith, your faith, in a personal God that will begin to take you into new territory. And there's lots of new territory in this world to take. I just thought about education. For some people, to get their matric certificate is a mountain to climb. But your faith can get you there. And then there's other areas of life, just skills. We all need new skills, but you might be a person that's afraid to speak to a group of people. And maybe you can do a course to do that. That's taking new territory. And then, of course, there's in finance always new territory, like owning your first home. And you think, I can never get there. Where will I get the money? But faith in God can take you into that new territory. And maybe it's more personal, like that special person in your life that you think, how can I ask her or him on that first date or whatever? I know it can be scary, but faith in God can take you there. So I want to encourage you today to begin to ask the Lord about these new territories and ask Him to journey with you, to speak in your heart about how to step into new territory. And He's a God of encouragement. Faith brings progress. Faith brings movement. So I believe that your faith can begin to move you into wonderful new territory that you can take, but with God. Now, here's the deal. I have found that in my own life, many times when I've stood at a place where there's new territory or new achievement in front of me, I felt the old disappointments speak to me, and I get afraid, and I hesitate, and I doubt, and I think, no, the previous time it didn't work, and it can't work. Maybe you wrote that exam. I remember that I wrote one or two exams that I have to admit I failed. And then you go home and you can sulk, but you need to stand up in faith again and even take that to the Lord and say, Lord, I feel I failed and I don't feel good about this, but you'll find that He will give you courage. But remember, God is not a slot machine. It's not just feeding little things and turn a handle, but He wants you to personally put your faith in Him and journey with Him into new territory. And He's there to support you. He won't leave you. He'll walk with you. So today is a day for stepping up and beginning to look at new territory. I don't know what is your new territory, but I know God is ready to support you in taking that new territory. So speak to Him about it. Ask Him to journey with you, to encourage you. And my final question, what is holding you back? Is it fear or doubt or disappointment? Would you put all of that behind you today? And remember, faith today in God brings hope for tomorrow. There's new territory to take. So step out, step forward in faith with God and take new territory. God bless you today.